Hey, Dr. Tom here, and chiropractors. I'm going to talk to you about subluxation and give you an analogy that I think is very apropos. I've been working on my snow machine out here in my garage. It's got a subluxation. It's got a parasitic draw that's killing the battery, brand new battery in 2 days. So let me walk you through the process because I think it's very analogous to finding subluxations in a human. Okay, so as I went through the troubleshooting, which is very analogous to, checking for subluxations on a human every day, you can see that number down there at 14.2. That's the parasitic draw that happens. That should read 0, okay? And so I just created a circuit test between the battery and the disconnected negative ground to find out that there was a problem. Then I started to trace the problem from the system, and of course I've torn things apart a little bit as of this video, and found out that when I went to the fuse box, that there was one fuse, this fuse right here, which is a 30 amp load fuse, that actually if I pulled it, the parasitic draw ended, and that reading went to 0. So I knew that that was the circuit that was causing the problem. So we traced the circuit, and we ran it down through it to take a bunch of stuff off, and we traced it down to that little tool down there, which is called a starter relay. And I was cautiously optimistic that maybe the starter relay was the cause of the problem, because when I took one of the 3 ground wires off of it, the problem stopped. And I thought, well, maybe it's a relay. Called a couple of places, mechanically inclined, and they said it could be. So I ordered a new one. Sadly, the new one did nothing. So now I'm back to going backwards from that particular relay, that one wire. At least I've got it down from hundreds and hundreds of wires to one wire, just like you can with the patient, right? You're trying to determine which is the primary neurological insult, which is the subluxation, which is the circuit that's causing the problems. And adjusting it, first identifying it and adjusting it, will often solve all of the other problems. So after some more digging, I finally unplugged this circuit, and that stops the problem. So now I'm down to 4 wires to trace. Hopefully I can get this solved. Well, here's where we're at, gang. This big box right here is actually the computer. I just called the dealership and they said, that thing is $1,500 with tax and we can't even get you one. So my journey here is over, but what I wanted to do was describe how this more physical electrical concept is very similar to the concept of detecting and releasing subluxations. You know, for all intents and purposes, the analogy holds, right? It's like a circuit. The nerve system is like a circuit. And so if there's a corroded ground in the circuit or there's something interfering with the flow of energy through that circuit, things aren't going to work right. So all you got to do is track and find which circuit, turn the switch back on, which takes actually very little time if you're a gifted adjuster, and allow Mother Nature to do the rest. So, hey, Dr. Tom signing off. If you're enjoying these videos, for God's sake, subscribe. We're definitely thinking out of the box about some ways to help you be the best version of self you can be the best doc you can be. Take care.